Hey everyone, and welcome to GameDev Mastery. In this YouTube tutorial, we will be going over how to make two different types of interactable doors. One will be a little bit simpler, one will be a little bit more advanced, but the goal for both will be to open so you can pass through, right? Alright, so first thing first, we're going to need to make our blueprint class for the first door, right? I'm just going to name it blueprint underscore interactable door. Okay. We're going to open it up. We're going to add a mesh, a static mesh. We actually need two of these, right? The first one will be our door itself, and Unreal Engine actually gives you one. There's the door. And the first one will be the frame, door frame right here. Just drag it over however you want to do it, right? Doesn't have to be perfect for this. Alright, so there we have it. Our door and our door frame. Now come up here to the top, the interactable door, and you're going to search tag. And you're going to give it a tag. And it's going to be a door. Okay. And then save compile. Let's go to the event graph, right? And what we need to do actually is create a custom event. And we're going to name it use door. And here we're going to put a flip-flop so that we can do two different options because we want to close and open the door, right? First option is going to be, hold up, I'm just going to type in timeline, add timeline, and we're going to use this door, whatever, right? And then let's open it, okay? We're going to add a track, add a float track, and this will be use door. And right click on it, add key to curve float 0. This will be 0. This will be 0, and this will be 0 as well. Okay, so then we're gonna add another key, right? And this one's gonna be, we'll say like, I don't know, let's do 80 seconds or something, right? Or 0.8 rather, sorry about that. And this one will be 1. Alright. And this will be the length, the total length. If you look over here, you can see that it goes way far, because it goes 5 seconds, right? We want to change that to our 0.8 that we have. There we go. So the start, we start at 0, and then it goes up there within 80 seconds. So then go back to the event graph, right? Under A, we're going to go play from start. And under update, we're going to set relative rotation. Matter of fact, let's come up here, delete the tag. Which one is our door? It's the bottom one, right? We'll drag this out. Set relative rotation. Drag this up to update. Alright. We'll come over here as well and rename this to door. We'll name it usable door. There we go. Usable door. We don't have to mess with that because we're not going to change it. but if you ever wanted to, it could be useful to name it so you can keep track of your, components better. Alright, so we just need the Z, right? We want to change it on the Z rotation, right? Down there, we want it to open. So go back to the event graph. We're going to right click on it. And we're going to split the pen. Because we just want the Z, right? Now we could just change it to like 90 or whatever you want the door to open to, however wide, but it would snap. And we're trying to make it go smooth, right? And that's really what the timeline here is for. So over the course of this time, it'll open instead of just a straight up and down snap, you know what I mean? So come back here under the Z. We need to come over here to use door. Or is it use door? Yeah, it should be. Blurb. And clear that. It's going to the alpha. And here, 90. That's the direction that we want to change it in. The Z. Alright. And then the B, to close it, should be reverse, right? So now we have our door. And it has a function open, right? But there's no way to call the function yet. What we want to do is we want to create the function by essentially just looking at the door, right? And then opening it looking at it within a certain range, okay? That's the important part. You don't want to be able to open it all the way over here, right? You want to be able to open it up close if you're looking at the door with the camera within that certain range, right? Alright, so it's coming to our third person character, and it'll be E key, right? Oh, my bad. E key. Scroll down. Okay. So when the E key is pressed, we want to do a line trace by channel. Okay. And what this does is essentially it creates a line. Let's say this is the character and this is the door. It'll create an invisible line looking at the door. And so to make sure this line trace works, it'll be coming off of the camera, right? We're gonna get forward vector as well as get world rotation, I believe. Alright. The forward vector, yeah, I'm going to drag all this up because I need a little bit more room. And these three will come out. Alright, forward vector is going to get a times multiply, and it's going to be to a float, single precision, right? And it's going to be something like 500. That's the distance that we want to be able to like open the door with. That's how long we want the line to be. And then actually I think this should be location. Okay, world location. Yeah, I don't know why I hit rotation there. And then we're gonna plus add this and this, right? And then this is the end, and this one alone is the start, okay? Here we can hit for duration and change the duration to like 2 seconds or so. We'll do half a second, 0.5. Okay. So over here, on the out, we want a branch. And if it's hit, right? If it is, you know, hitting something, we want to check. Well, we want to check if it's hitting something, so then if it's hitting something, it continues on, right? To another branch. And we need to check to see if what we're hitting has that tag door, right? So what I'm gonna do here, break hit result, drag it down. We want to grab the hit actor, right? The object that it's hitting, and we want to check if the actor has a tag, right? Yeah, oops, but it got it anyways. We're gonna type the tag in here, door, and then this will be going into our branch. So if it has the tag door, we'll continue on. So it has to check if it's hit, right? Continue on. Check if what's hit is a door object. Then it'll continue on again. And then as the hit actor, cast a BP interactable door. Whoa. Just to clean it up a little bit, right? Double tap or double click, and then you can drag it around. And then from here, use door. The function that we made inside the interactable door. Okay, so this is a little confusing, right? We're gonna get the world location, add it to the vector times the distance we want, right? So forward will be about, it's pretty much setting the distance, the front distance, by 500. And then it's going to add that to the location as the end location, right? The start location is the current camera location, if that makes sense. So the current location of the camera is where the line's going to start, and where it ends is 500 feet in front of the current location. Alright. So then the line's going to check if it's hit, and then it's going to check what it's hit, and if what it's hit is a door tag, then it's going to cast to the BP interactable door that we created, and it's going to use that function inside of the door. Which, in the door, here's the function of the timeline to open it. Alright, let's check it out, right? It should work. Press E, there's the line. There it goes. Let's do a little bit longer of a distance on that line trace. Let's do like 1,000. Alright. Play. You go up to it now. You press E. I guess 1,000 is pretty far, huh? Actually. But yeah, as long as it hits that door. But look, there's an issue here, right? While the door's open, it's not hitting anything, right? You have to actually look at it. But we don't want that to be the case. We want it to be like just a general look at the door, right? So what we can do is we can come back into our door, go to the viewport, and over here, add a cube, right? Just leave a cube, grab it, and scale it, right? Scale it in, real nice and thin. Drag it up into the middle. And then scale it up. Maybe a little down, and I'll just drag it up a little more. Yeah, something like that, right? Alright, and then what we do here, because you don't want to see a white cube in the middle of it, right? You come up here, visible, and it turns it invisible. And then also, we need to come down here to collision, right here. Can character step up on? No. And then, where was it? Ignore only pawn. Yeah, ignore only pawn, which is us, because we want to be able to walk through that cube. But we want that counter to register it. So if it's block all dynamic, it'll stop us, but it'll also stop the ray trace. So if we turn no collision, it won't even collide with the ray trace. So to avoid that, we have to set it as block the actor, so it blocks, or ignore the actor, or pawn, ignore pawn. So it ignores us, we can walk through it, but the trace does not, right? And there you go. An interactable door. Pretty easy. Alright, the next one is pretty much the same thing when it comes to here. So we're going to take this part, right? The timeline we created, just to save us a little bit of time. We're going to copy paste. We're going to come here. Matter of fact, I'm just going to duplicate this. Interactable door 2, actually. And then delete this. And what we need to do here, the only difference is we can delete this cube. We don't need that. We need to create a collision. Box collision, right? And it'll be like something like that. However wide you want it to be. And then on the box, we're going to add event on component begin overlap. And then on the overlap, we're just going to play. Well, actually, we need to cast to our character. Wrong one. Man. To BP. Third person character. Sorry about that. And then play, right? Okay, and then on end overlap, we're just going to plug it into reverse, right? And that should do it. So we will test it. Let's grab our door 2. Play. Look at that. And then it closes when you get off that. So the box is probably right in front of us. It opens. And we're still on the box. We're still on the box. And then when we walk off, it closes again. There you have it. This is like an automatic door system. You could play with the values, of course, to get it to change the opposite direction. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do is go up here, text render actor. We're going to rotate that around the faces, 180 degrees. Whoa. Drag it over. Down here, you can go to world size, right, to set the size of it. And then text, I'm gonna put door 1. Drag that over a little, and then I'm gonna duplicate it. Control C, Control V, drag it over. Door 2. Boom. And now when you press play, right, let's save. Press play. Door 1 and door 2. Alright, there you have it. Thanks for watching the video. If you guys liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next one. Peace.